It's working.
It's working?
If you have, you said, but at least we see it's recording.
Yes, okay.
Clarence, take 4.
Okay.
All right, so we are in Paris. You just came for NFT Paris. A little background is that we met in Paris a little while back. We met briefly, scheduled an interview the next day, which never happened because you were sick. I told you about NFT Paris. You're like, oh, when is that? And so you came, conquered, and now. Yes, and now
I have to do the interview then.
That's it. So we're making it back. And so tell me, NFT Paris, what was your impression of the event?
Okay, so I think there are different ways of thinking it. First, I decided to come also because of personal. Wait, there is this thing.
It's on.
Okay.
Yeah.
I decided to come because of personal reasons, in a way that I'm used to working behind the computer, behind the scenes, behind the screen, and now it was like an opportunity for me to see what's
IRL.
Yes.
Get around other people.
Yeah. And besides that, also I wanted to kind of see what's to make a comparison how the impression is on internet about the Web3 and what's the impression in the real world, to see how people what people think of it, and also a way to meet people, hang around.
So was it encouraging to see that it's active and people are pushing along?
Yeah, and that's the thing that impressed me the most, the fact that I didn't expect so many people to be in these kind of events, because there were a lot of events happening at the same time, and on each of them you could see that there were people in rows, like they were waiting to get in. There were guest lists, and it makes you think that this thing is exclusive, and at the same time there are a lot of people interested in it. And that's the thing that encouraged me and made me believe that okay, there is something going on, because for the past few months the internet has been quiet about Web3, so
it's been rough out there in the bear market.
Yeah.
So is there anything in particular that you saw at on the floor expo that really caught your attention? Any artwork, any technology that really blew your mind?
I think the thing that impresses me the most continuously is the fact that now in galleries or in exhibitions we can see digital art.
Okay.
And it's in the screens, it's in the wall, and it's considered art. It's not graphic design or something.
It's not a screensaver.
Yeah, it's not a screensaver anymore, and it makes you feel good, because I'm a digital artist and I come from the graphic design, visual arts, motion graphic background, and now seeing my work on a screen and consider it as an art piece, as a real art piece, impresses me every time I see it. So
huge accomplishment.
Yeah.
So it's funny, we're passing right where we met the first time, so history repeats itself. And the lesson is do it now, do it now, otherwise who knows what happens. Tell me about your story. From what I recall, you were on Upwork, you were doing graphic designs, and just about that time you had a client that was driving you nuts. Because you have this thing done, by the time you tweak it, you don't even want to put your name on it if it's, they don't really know what it's about. And a few months prior, you how did you get started in NFTs? Tell me the story.
So as you said, before I worked with clients, like music videos, graphic design, branding, advertising, and I work with clients. Sometimes you feel happy, sometimes don't feel happy because they want to change things. And at that time, I was seeing two main platforms, Super Rare and Nifty Gateway, and different artists that I knew that like we knew each other. I was seeing that they were selling their work for considered amount of money, at that time, and I thought, okay, if there is this possibility where you can do your own work and people can value it, I saw the difference between client work and this new opportunity, like selling your work as a.
So you thought, why not me?
Why not me? Yeah.
So and what did you do?
And at that time, the main platform was Nifty. There were the drop of people then, and I saw that he made, I think, 1,000. How do you say? 100,000.
Oh, his first sale was about 100. So it was before he made 69 million.
Yeah,
or you already had. Okay.
It was his first drop, and he put just 3 pieces, I think, 3 artworks. And at that time, I applied to Nifty as an artist. I wasn't getting an email back, and I thought I would write them on Instagram, and I saw that they already had messaged me, but I think I skipped their message because.
So it was a scam.
Yeah, because they were saying that you can win this amount of money. It was a lot, and I thought, okay, that's not possible.
Too good to be true.
Yeah, too good to be true. So I thought it was a scam, but then I realized that it's that it's not. And
so you reached out to them, and then let me message them on Instagram, and they already had messaged you.
Yeah.
Funny. So
and I think a lot of artists has these kind of stories.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And from there, they pick pieces, scheduled a drop, and then I think you shared that at the time it was happening, you were just in the middle of thinking about firing a client or changing business, pretty much.
At that time, I had been working with a client for like 3 months. Me and a friend, Florid, and things were not going right. And while I was working on this, I was seeing what was happening on the NFT world, and actually I was focused 100% on the client work because I wanted to get it right, although it wasn't working. And when I talked with Nifty producer, I just said, okay, pick any pieces that you like from my Instagram page, and I didn't have much hope on it. I thought, okay, just pick what you like, you can do the drop, and that's all, because
you weren't quite a believer in NFTs just yet. Like, it happens to the guys, but I don't know if it's real or is it going to yield anything. So
I think I was also kind of disappointed from the client that.
So you were bummed out dealing with the stress of that. So then, what happened that night that the drop happened? What was your first sale?
Yeah.
How did you feel? Tell me the story.
In the beginning, I was like, before the drop, I was anxious a little bit because I didn't know what to expect. I was talking with some people who are involved with Nifty. They were saying you will do right and you'll be fine, or it will go great and things like that. But I just sat alone in my room in front of my computer. I didn't say to any of my friends about the drop, and I thought, okay, let's see what happens. And immediately, like, the drop started, and in a few seconds it was sold out. I saw a tweet from Nifty, like, sold out. What's happening? As I was refreshing it, is like, how is it possible? And at that point I believed what. Okay, I think.
Well, how much money did it take? Did you ring for you to believe?
I think that the first drop was around 30K.
Wow.
Yeah, and I wasn't used to get these kind of money in a few seconds, and
where you are, it's
a lot of money. So I live in Albania. So
okay.
With that kind of money, you can live for maybe 2 years.
You can buy 6 wives.
Yeah. Not yet.
Okay. 5.
Yeah. But yeah, it was a lot of money, and at that point I thought, okay, let's focus on this. I don't need to work with clients anymore.
Must have felt good.
Yeah.
You don't have to say what words you used on the last phone call with that client.
Yeah, you can imagine.
So from that point on, you had the first drop, and then what happened? Second drop, you get up for a second drop, and how did you go about it? Did you pick the art? What was your thought process, and what did you do?
So as I said in the beginning, I just said to Nifty producer, pick whatever you like and so on. I wasn't very serious about it, but when I saw what was happening, I thought, okay, I need to plan this or think this go through, like see the whole picture and do a proper drop.
To pay attention. This could be something.
Yes.
NFT thing could be something.
And
so how long did it take to prep the second drop?
I think the first drop was on January. The next drop was on April 1st.
Okay. Is that a joke?
Yeah. And I like the fact that it is on April 1st. Yeah. Because also of the idea that I had in mind, seeing what was happening, because at that time I was seeing the transition of digital art considered real art, and like there was a kind of transition, and at the same time I was seeing how this art is made, the digital art. For example, if you do 3D art, you get 3D models, you mix them. If you do, I don't know, collage art, you get pictures, you mix them together. And I wanted to share the idea of everything is a remix, that is also explained by Kirby Ferguson. And the idea is that everything is already created, and you just have to mix it with a new thing. Every movie, every song, every concept is just an old concept with a new thing on it. You just mix it, and this was what I wanted to share with my drop. And technically